The Chinese volunteer soldiers were shocked to discover that an American fighter plane was scouting above them, while one of their comrades lit a torch on purpose to expose their position.
The platoon leader panicked, but the soldiers did this to attract the American plane so they could cover the main force crossing the river. As the flames rose into the sky, the American fighter arrived just as they expected. The soldiers immediately shouted for everyone to get down and hid quickly.
But the enemy did not open fire. Instead, they threw down an empty liquor bottle.
This blatant provocation ignited the soldiers' anger, and they opened heavy fire on the enemy plane. Their first round missed. The fighter then flipped sharply and turned back to attack the anti-aircraft position.
In an instant, 3 soldiers were torn apart by bullets, but the remaining soldiers showed no fear and launched a second round of fire under the rain of bullets. Both sides unleashed full firepower. The soldiers did not dodge at all. After a fierce battle, the anti-aircraft gun was almost out of ammunition.
When the final round was fired, it finally hit the American fighter.
But at that moment, the enemy dropped a giant bomb.
One Chinese volunteer soldier woke from unconsciousness and found that after the bomb fell, he was the only survivor of the 7-man squad. The bridge they had died protecting was still exploding, suffering more damage, and many more soldiers were killed instantly. Jack suddenly realized what had happened.
During the daytime bombing, the American fighter had intentionally dropped several delayed action bombs. When night fell, those bombs hidden in the river activated quietly, causing heavy casualties among the unaware Chinese volunteers. To ensure complete destruction, the American fighter returned again like a ghost. Jack now had only broken limbs left, but to cover the main force crossing the river, he dragged his shattered body and crawled back to the anti-aircraft position. He poured gasoline over the position, loaded the last 3 shells, and lit a fire. With a single gunshot, the anti-aircraft position lit up as bright as daytime. Soon, the American fighter was drawn to the firelight. When the enemy entered range, Jack, bleeding heavily, stepped on the trigger without hesitation. The 3 shells were fired quickly, and one of them hit the fighter. But unexpectedly, that fighter was only a shield for the B-29 heavy bomber above. As the bomber opened its bomb bay, heavy bombs fell like the Grim Reaper descending from the sky. After the bombing, the anti-aircraft position became ruins, and the bridge the Chinese troops needed to cross was completely destroyed. The air was filled with the sharp smell of smoke, and burned bodies lay everywhere. Yet the enemy never imagined that the Chinese volunteer soldiers would lift the destroyed bridge on their shoulders and carry it themselves.